The Cobra is a 4 telecrystal handgun that can be purchased under the weapon tabs as a Syndicate agent. The Cobra's description as follows: a rugged, robust operator handgun with inbuilt silencer, used pistol magazines, 25 caseless. So, for 4 telecrystals, if you purchase it, it'll put the Cobra directly in your hand. And so let's just examine the stats. The Cobra comes with 10 bullets in a magazine and 1 in the chamber. It is a semi-auto only pistol, and the fire rate is 4 bullets a second. So if I eject a bullet out of it, you can see what the bullet looks like. It is a 25.25 caliber caseless cartridge. It does 19 piercing damage a shot. We do some very quick math on that. It is 19 damage a bullet. It shoots 4 bullets a second, which means it has a DPS of 76 piercing. The total maximum damage of a Cobra is 190 pierce damage in a magazine, and then obviously plus 19 because of the extra bullet in the chamber. And with a DPS, like I said, of 76, you can kill a naked Urist in about a second and a half, or a naked person in general, not specifically a Urist. And a security officer, you would not even be able to down in 1 magazine. It would take more than that. Now, the interesting case of a Cobra is that, like the description says, it has an inbuilt silencer. So that was 1 bullet. It is extremely hard to hear, and honestly, you will hear the bullet impact something louder than the actual gun being shot, which is interesting on its own. And if you run out of ammo for the Cobra, it only cost 1 telecrystal to buy 10 more rounds for it. And that is what the magazine looks like with all the bullets loaded into it. And like any gun in the game, you can press Alt-Z with it in your hand to pull the mag out, and you just turn harm off and put the mag back in. Or you could just click the mag onto the gun itself, instantly reload it. Now this is a Cobra, just imagine you purchased it straight up, didn't use a single bullet. Like I said, if you can manage to mag dump a security officer, all 11 bullets is still not enough to down a security officer wearing all their gear. It will do 75 pierce if you don't miss a single bullet, due to the fact that they start with rather pierce-resistant body armor. However, though, doing that much damage, even you don't even have to get near that much damage, will guarantee cause them to bleed to death if they do not get medical treatment immediately. So, honestly, landing a few shots and getting away from a fight is often more important than getting the assassination anyway. You shouldn't be using guns to assassinate armored targets. It's just not going to be very effective. But like if you need to assassinate a head or something, that's basically what the Cobra was designed for. It can't really be heard. It has not the most amazing DPS, but most people are not going to be able to react within the 1 second of them getting shot. And even if they do, they're going to be slower because of the fact they're getting hurt. And one more thing I'll show real quick is basically just how audible the Cobra is. I mean, it's really just a gun. It's not the most complicated topic on the game, and really, I'm just doing a stats breakdown for it. Now what I'll show, is what the gun sounds like if somebody else is shooting it near you. So this is 1 tile away. Sounds about the same as if you shot it yourself. Now go about 5 tiles away. Still pretty audible, and like I said, the sound of the bullet actually impacting something is pretty loud, so you have to keep that in mind. And I'll go about 8 to 9 tiles away. You can still hear it, but it is very faint, and it is until you get about 14, 15-ish tiles away that it no longer is audible. But due to the silencer, even when it's in audible range, it's rather hard to make out. I mean, if somebody's mag dumping it, you'll probably be able to like pick it out of the sounds of the game. But Space Station in general is a pretty loud game with all the footsteps. So like, unless you're standing completely still, I don't think you're gonna really notice somebody shooting a Cobra. Like, you're more likely to just see them shooting the Cobra. And also, one thing I somehow managed to forget to mention is that since it's caseless, you actually don't leave any cases on the ground. So if you kill somebody with it, there is no evidence other than the damage type that they took that you shot them with a Cobra. So it is even better for doing those like one-man hitman assassination styles because of that. So you're not leaving any evidence behind, which doesn't immediately out you as a syndicate agent if they catch you with a certain bullet type. But more often than not, if you're down at the point where you're shooting somebody with a Cobra, there's probably already known to the station that there's syndicate agents on board, so that aspect's kind of minor. But yeah, that's basically all I can break down. I broke down the DPS, the total damage per magazine, and the unique function of the pistol.